Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from Bound Comics. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 and Gotham Knights writer implies anyone who plays Hogwarts Legacy is transphobic. I had a few moments of brushing in with that certain individual in the past, and I said to the person in the first message that I do not care about your politics, I do not care what you believe in, I do not care whatever you do, as long as you respect the law of Warhammer. You don't try to shove in your modern political beliefs in there, and we will be okay. And well, then later on I got flooded by the woke mentality mob trying to cancel me. It was a bunch of fucking retards trying to attack me because I said that. It is, after all, very important to include modern-day politics inside your games. After all, the games are not made for me anymore. They are made for the woke mob, who doesn't, as it turns out, purchase games. But either way, let's go and read the tweet. Here is what the person says. If you're going to insist on playing the wizard game... See, did you notice? The wizard game. It's the name that shall not and cannot be mentioned. It's not Voldemort, as it turns out, because people do not read any other book. As it turns out, it's Harry Potter, because it's J.K. Rowling. Stop bending yourself into a pretzel, trying to find a way to explain or justify doing so, and have the conviction just to say transphobia is not a deal breaker for me. This came out, as it turns out, from one of the developers quite some time ago, in which he held some mild beliefs in regards to gender, as in that males and females are biologically different, and that's a fact that you cannot dispute. You just need to see the Olympics, sorry, not the Olympics, yeah, that swimming competition with Leah Thomas. I have to actually use the proper gender because this is YouTube, but you get it. In which she actually won quite easily from the other competitors. Even despite their second place being the woman who nearly broke a record, she got the third fastest time ever in America. She deserved the gold medal, not Leah Thomas. But as you know, research says and has shown that even despite years of hormone replacement therapy, you still possess the strength and force of a male. Well, not exactly as a male, but right up there. And more so, the hormones, as in testosterone, for a transgender woman to be allowed in the female sport is around 10 nanomoles. I think nanomoles per liter, something like that. Don't quote me exactly like that, but I do know it's 10. For woman is less than 3 or 2. So, you're basically... Yeah, wait, what was the word? I forgot the word again. No, it's not doxing, it's... well, consuming steroids. I forgot the word. Hey, I'm retarded here. Fuck me. So, basically the person is cheating. And well, the woman with testosterone as high as that would be quickly disqualified from participating. Anyway, the developer said a few things in regards to certain stuff that I just said. And they decided to, well, part ways with him from the company and all that. And the company that he was employed to was responsibly making that Hogwarts game. So then there's also the fact that J.K. Rowling is, despite being woke herself, but not woke enough in regards to transgender people. So, get after her. Anyway, let's read the other one. Right, switched. For anyone that thinks they are clever mentioning that I own an iPhone, capitalism commonly backs us into a corner and forces us to choose between various bad options. But unlike me needing a smartphone of some kind for work, no one needs a certain piece of entertainment. Well, first and foremost, it's thanks to capitalism you can actually even get a phone or have access to a phone. If you live in communism, yeah, definitely, you wouldn't need that. You're pretty much either executed, sent to a gulag, or sent to actually farm and, well, try to fulfill your daily quota of stuff. Otherwise, you were sent to a gulag. Hey, if you're not smart enough to actually read about socialism and communism, that's what awaits for you. But then again, you always have the option to choose a Chinese-made crap. Hey, it's made with slave labor, exactly what the type of stuff you support. After all, it's communism, isn't it? Communism doesn't even care about the human lives, it doesn't even care about slave labor or anything like that. There are myriad of Chinese knockoff brands that you could choose from. But now you chose an iPhone, which incidentally is also made with slave labor, but still, you could always choose a Chinese-made knockoff. But you didn't, did you? It speaks a lot about you. Right, let's see, where's the next one? Right here. Sorry, let's not cast these white men in stuff for a year and see what happens. Just for fun. Well, it depends if the game is good, nobody will give a shit. I wouldn't give a shit. Hey, I played Lara Croft in games, I've played multiple games where the woman was a protagonist. Do I look like a kid? No. Hey, I played even one of my favorite Grand Theft Auto games was... I'll give you a second. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And guess who you played there? A black dude. I don't think this was the zinger that you actually thought was going to be, did you? Right? I'm pretty sure I recently played another game with a woman that I just did not give a shit at also too. Oh wait, there was the Bioshock Infinite DLCs where you play as Elizabeth and I enjoyed them. Did I have a problem with it? Nope. So, in other words, you're just creating mountains out of molehills. Right, let's go back. Sorry, cishet white dudes. Comics don't belong to you. Comics never belong to you. Alright, you always belong to the... well... to you people, right? If that's the case, can you explain to us, now that the comics belong to you, why is it not selling quite well? Let's just put it this way, it's going so badly that even the wokest of the woke, Kamala Khan, gets constantly cancelled and retcon in her powers. How is that going for you? Well, as it turns out that pandering to your demographic doesn't mean actual sales, does it? Or maybe your demographic is 1% of the 1% of the 1%, and trying to get capitalization or capitalize out of that demographic is kind of a waste of time or money, isn't it? You people never think, do you? It's annoying. Right, there's more retardable fucking shit. Let's go. Let's see, yeah. Boycott any media that features a cis person, play a trans person. No exceptions. Well, in that case, let's boycott any media in which a trans person plays a cis person then. And yes, I'm actually using their vocabulary with cis being comfortable in skin. Yeah, it took me a while to actually relearn that word. As in, a straight dude. Or a straight woman. Let's go on and think for a moment. Do you actually think what you're typing, or is just something that the lack of proper hormones is playing havoc on your goddamn fucking brain? Because in that case, I think we have a small little problem of the woke washing list. As you can actually go and see right around here. Let's see if I switched. Yes. Blackwashing. Where a black person is actually playing a white individual. Well, race, and then eventually gender swapped. But there are a lot of ginger sides and historical revisionism in this list. As you can see, it's a bit of a doozy. It's a pretty big one. 234 entries, and it's covering, I think I'm going to go as far as 20 years or so. At least in the late 2000s. I don't think I went any earlier than that. That's the difference with whitewashing, which I actually covered every single year as early as possible. With the earliest one that I could actually confirm and find being 1937. You cannot say the same thing for the blackwashing, can you? But you never actually think. But, we have another doozy. The ACAB retards. I'm pretty sure this person is so privileged that she can actually afford private security and all of those things, where a normal person like me could not. We depend on the police to keep us safe. So, what are you going to do, right? I'm getting more and more worried about Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. I'm getting a nasty feeling that this game is going to be woke. Do you wanna bet that a skinny little female, probably a sister, no, not even a sister of battle, but a skinny little female Imperial soldier female, which are relatively rare, are going to go there and save the bulky Space Marine multiple times? You wanna bet that something like that is going to happen, because after all, it's woke world. And then it's going to be one transgender individual, which even the society in the Warhammer world view transgender people or people who are notorious in flavor of the month of stupidity as exceptionally pampered, and only the rich of the rich can actually afford to do so. Yeah. So, I wonder what they are going to do. It's going to be retarded, isn't it? For fuck's sake. I hate woke people ruining everything. On that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.